Greetings, listener. Please enjoy the unintelligible ramblings of your favorite dynamic trio, Arva, Farah, and Westy, as they discuss how getting older has affected them. Welcome to The Unintelligibles.
Hi everyone! Welcome into the Unintelligibles. Welcome back. Today, I'm your host. I'm Arva, the Hellhound. Joined here by my wonderful guests, Westy and Farah.
Hi.
Hello.
And this episode is something a little different from me. We're going to be having a surprise, just general discussion, which would be nice. Just talking about something, a topic I'm bringing up. But the twist is I have two words written down here. That I'll be keeping track of how many times Westy and Farah each say this word, or either of these words. One is more common, one is a little more, we'll see if it's said at all. But whoever says the word the most, unknowingly, will win this episode.
I can't wait
Topic.
for we're not gonna say either one.
I'm gonna be so sad if you say neither one. I tried to pick something that I think isn't too common, but it could get brought up. I'm hoping. I was thinking about
add
that.
halfway through the episode too.
If they're flopping, I'll add a new one. I'll be like, okay, if these are neither of these are getting said, oh my god, I'll pick
You're
up
just gonna
another word.
add the because
I add the word. I just add I. It's not even a word. Just I. Every time someone says I, they get a point.
We don't even start using words with eyes anymore.
But I hope these words work because they're kind of on theme. I think. I don't know. I hope. I'm so nervous about this. The words are kid, wage, added later, and technology, which was a double pointer. But the topic today is about getting older.
Oh god.
Growing up. General, if we can talk about our experiences growing up through puberty.
Is the word menopause?
No, but that's a good word for a future time we do this.
I don't think that's a what? Hold up.
I feel like that could get said at least once.
To quote Arva, menopause is a good word.
Well, it might not be good, but I mean, it depends on who you ask.
It's a good word. Doesn't mean it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about getting older. I really like doing discussions on podcasts, so that's why a lot of my things have been just talking. So we're gonna talk about just like our experiences with getting older, things we've learned, things we hate, surprises, anything that's caught us off guard, just a general statement of getting older because we're all at different yet similar points in our lives, so I think we could share similar views and experiences.
I'm so fucking old.
Wesley's at a different point in life than you and I are.
That's true.
I was gonna say, wait a minute.
That's true. Well, I meant like aspects. But
I'm over here like with my grave plot.
Shovel in hand.
Yep.
And we also have
I have to dig my own fucking grave. Jesus Christ. How poor am I?
No, we're shoveling it. Sorry, the shovel in your hand gets taken away magically. Farah and I are the only ones left.
Fuck that,
oh my god, wait, you took my shovel, that's all I had in life. Hold up.
Oh no.
I don't want to shovel it.
Oh my god. I don't want to shovel it.
Can we just cremate him?
Yeah.
I volunteer for this. I'll crawl in the pizza oven myself.
Oh, the pizza oven.
Put a calzone in there with me.
That. We'll go down to Gay Hell and we'll get our pizza oven open. Sorry in advance to anyone listening to this podcast. I'm fairly young in life. So I'm 23 this year.
14 years old.
You're sick. Yeah, I'm a Call of Duty kid.
Ugh.
That's me. But I'm 23, so if some of the things I mentioned in this discussion either make you feel old or are very immature in perspective, I apologize. That is because I am immature.
That means they come
It's
over to
because I
my
am.
side. I am
I
very
remember.
old.
What's your birthday again, Arva? I remember
June
being
8th.
really. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow, you're so young.
I'm
I don't know.
oh my god. And then anyone who's like the same year as us but is younger than me goes, "Oh, you're so old." I'm like, "Oh, great. Right, bitch. I'm like 2 months
Yeah,
ahead of you, but I'm the old one. Okay.
I'm 2 months
I'm just
ahead of
waiting."
you.
Yeah.
You're just a baby.
I'm so baby. In 2 months, I'm so young. I'm like a fetus.
I'm so goddamn old. Holy fuck.
No. No. I don't consider old until genuinely like 70, 80.
I'm so goddamn old. Holy fuck.
Dude,
No.
I consider old once you hit like 20.
Oh my god.
It's all downhill from
That's
20.
what that's my body thinks. This body
Your
hates
body
aging.
deteriorates as soon as you leave the teenage years.
Yeah, it's like high school has
Everything,
like body
like
healing.
your metabolism slows down.
It's
You get aches and pains.
Yeah.
You're not as flexible. You're not as athletic. It's just a shit
Yeah.
show, bro.
no, what starts to happen is it's like little bookmarks. Like you wake up one day and you like go off to like do something and like, oh no, you trip a little bit and you like kind of sprain your knee just a little, like, that was uncomfy. A few years later, it's like, hey, remember that time you sprained your knee waking up in the morning? Fucking suffer! And you start hearing a really loud
It's
screech
true.
from electronics that no one younger than you can hear, and you're just like, what the fuck is that?
What's that noise?
I will
voices.
say, I think Zoomers and millennials and probably also Gen I, we all have really bad posture. Like we shrimp so hard, and
It's
I
true.
feel like that causes. I mean, I have back problems, and I'm 23, almost years old. So like, I can't imagine, bro.
23 almost! Excuse me!
I forgot I'm only 20 days away. It's close.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm like a little whiles away, but it's coming up. Ooh.
I was in college
Contemplated.
before you even went to school.
No.
I've contemplated getting one of those posture corrector braces.
I've definitely thought about it. I 100% have. Because I already have a fucked up back. Like I have an inverted spine, so like my shit's already fucked. But because of that, slouching is also more comfortable for me. So, and I'm an artist and a gamer and a streamer, so that's like a triple fucking threat. That's bad for my back.
That's like just
so I'm
putting
always
weights
slouched
on.
over. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
want to get one of those posture correctors, maybe, because that might help. Maybe.
I was gonna say
just-
a really cool thing you can do is if you just have like a basketball lying around and you lay on it on like the small of your back and you roll with it, like roll down so it rolls all up your spine. That feels so goddamn good.
I don't know if we have a basketball, but I might change that.
Like they're
Or
really
like
cheap.
a medicine ball.
Yeah, something with
any
weight.
ball.
Anything that you can, yeah.
Lay on. Like if it can support your weight without bending its shape and it stays perfect ball, and you just like roll down it slowly so it stretches your whole spine. I did that once. I fell asleep right after. I was like, eh.
Oh, I would do the same. Oh, the back is like the perfect way to instantly like limp my body and make me relax.
I did that laying on the basement floor, so it was a nice stiff floor too. So I woke up like I am fucking ready for the week, and I was like, it is 3 a.m. What the fuck?
Man, yeah, I feel that. One of my tricks is I set my mic really high. So I have to like reach to get to my mic kind of. So my posture's better.
That's a good idea, actually. I have the issue where like my chair has a back on it, but I feel like I never use it. Like I'm never pressing against the back.
I
of the
never
chair.
use it.
You got to readjust that.
I can't. Mine doesn't readjust that way.
Just get one of those like cheap little things that like you put on your chair so it like pushes forward, like a little
Oh,
stiff pillow
Yeah,
thing.
like
pillow
the
thing.
lumbar
Yeah.
support. Yeah.
Yeah,
I might just get a new chair that has better support in general because this chair's kind of shit.
And my
yeah.
chair does like it has the curve where it pushes in on your back, and it has like this like lumbar support attachment on the back of it. But I just don't. I am like a edge of seat sitter. Like I just don't sit my back enough.
Yeah, that's the same problem because mine does have that. It has like a built-in little like lumbar support, but like I have to lean so far. Like I'm leaning back in it right now, and I feel like I'm so far away from my
You sound
computer.
far away.
I'm distant. I hate it. Yeah, it's awful. It's so I hate it. And I can't adjust the back, so I have to be like fully slouching in my chair all the way back.
The
I don't
best
like it.
Doing
bit of advice: if you're getting a chair, never get a gaming chair because they suck balls.
Oh, they
Awful.
suck.
No, I would
They're
They're
the
never.
worst.
so bad.
This is
I
for
would
anyone
never.
listening right now. You either do one of two options. You get like the $150-ish office chair from like Office Depot, because what they tend to do is most offices don't want to spend a lot of money but want to maximize their workers' output. So the chairs are comfy enough to where people can sit there for 8 hours a day and not complain. So it does adjust your spine really well. Or if you only ever want to buy just one chair and be done with it, you got to get like a fucking Secret Labs chair. The ones that are like $1,000, but
Yeah.
they last.
Yeah,
They last like a decade. I actually have
they're
one
an
right here.
investment.
It is so adjustable. Like what you're just saying, you have to be so far. I can just make it slide all the way forward to where
I
the
know,
back is
I
on the
want
edge.
that.
It's a lot, but I've been so happy with it. I've had it for like 5 years now, and it is still just as comfy as the day I bought it.
Yeah. I'll invest in a better chair. Maybe this year sometime.
I like my chair. It's I think it was like $100. It's an office chair with a mesh bottom, because I always find that lots of office chairs are just so stiff on the bottom, especially like the leather ones, that after a while it hurts my back because your spine gets so compressed. So this one has like built-in cushion on the bottom,
Mhm.
and I don't hurt when I sit on it for long periods of time like I did with my old chair.
That's good.
It's like,
Mine at least does have a good butt cushion because I can do a 24-hour stream and sit in it and be relatively fine. But the back just sucks.
yeah, you got to get that good office chair.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're spending under $100 on a chair, your butt's gonna be in pain. If you're buying a gaming chair, you're spending like $400, your back's gonna be in pain.
That's what I've heard.
You either have to get like that mid office chair, or just go all out the $1,000 Secret Labs chair. Just depends
Yeah,
on how
fully
long you want it
invest.
to last.
Mm-hmm.
Because 5
That is
years,
a full-time streamer chair.
Yeah.
it's also like you just got your tax return chair kind of thing.
Yeah.
My tax return this year is gonna be like $3.
Oh,
I
mine
know,
was
probably-
I'm
500.
not getting anything back. I'm finding out tomorrow, but like our accountant called and they were like, "Oh, you're really not gonna get anything else."
Oh.
Okay. All right. That's a hey. Speaking of getting old, taxes.
Yeah, there we go. Nice segue.
Damn,
I hate
fuck,
taxes.
man. I hate taxes.
they're not
By the way,
awful. I mean, they're
depending-
awful.
so-
but-
I don't know how TurboTax is, but in
Ew.
Canada we have H&R Block.
Mm.
That's our TurboTax. And it is literally, we have a personal accountant that works from her home. It's cheaper to get a personal accountant than use H&R Block. They
Yeah.
overcharge you so much.
Yeah. We use a personal usually. It's just so
So-
much cheaper, which is crazy. You think it'd be the other way around.
But it's not.
But
Like,
it's not.
look around. If you're using H&R Block, look around for a personal accountant, and you can probably find one that does it for cheaper than what H&R Block is doing it for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And also, if you're low income, there are programs too that will do your taxes for free.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
Canada. So for US listeners, here's a nice little hint. If you go into like a tax office, most of them, if they're big enough, actually have somebody from the IRS stationed there to help you for free.
Oh, nice.
Like they have a free consultant to like walk you through everything. They won't file it for you, but they'll just get it all set up, and all you have to do is like, all right, it's done, file it.
Right.
Like that's totally free.
Very nice. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that, because you don't really get to describe taxes growing up. You don't get it explained to you really, which is really annoying. You should get that taught in high school or something.
Yeah.
Or,
I did.
you know, at some point. You did? Lucky. We didn't get anything. I got taught to put fucking condom on a banana. That was all I got. And I was like, I knew how to do this already.
We the year after I left, they introduced a personal finance class at my high school where they taught taxes and stuff, and I was like, well, that would have been nice, but I already done.
My high
And
school
then
was an elective
asked-
class called accounting.
Accounting.
That's so
love that.
smart.
I asked my mom how to do taxes, and she was like, "Fucking, I don't know. We've had a personal assistant since
Yeah. Same here. Mom was like, yeah, we pay someone else to do that.
I was like, that's fair. Okay.
I was like, understandable.
Okay, I got lucky. My mother is like an accountant with 2 degrees, so every time it's just like, tax season, give me all your shit. And she has like all these documents, and she's like, okay, no, we're not paying that because we don't have to do it from this tax code here and this tax code over here.
That's nice.
And it's like-
That's really nice.
I just got like $1,100 back. Thanks, Mom.
Damn.
Now she's
my
old though,
auntie
so she
is
don't
an
do it no more.
accountant, and she has offered to do it for us for free, but my mom is like, no, she's so busy, and because she has a full-time job, and then during tax season she will also do taxes for people. So
Yeah.
it's a different one.
Smart.
But if I ever wanted to know how to file taxes properly, I could have her teach me.
They're honestly not that difficult. Like once you sit down and do it, like if you get a walkthrough just once, it is just you move numbers. That's all you do. This number goes in column A. This number goes in column B. Like I know how to do my taxes now. The difference is that if you know certain tax laws, you don't have to actually claim a lot of stuff. Like if you make under $12,000 a year here, you don't have to file any taxes at all ever.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
$13,000 something $100 in Canada. Fun fact.
Crazy.
Or if anything you get is like under $3,000, you don't have to claim that either. My absolute favorite is if you're a server, a waiter, a waitress, and you're surviving on tips, like you're making $2 an hour, and then they say make up for your tips. If your tips do not equal out to the state minimum wage, your employer now has to cover you with the makeup amount all in one check.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that, and they don't press their employers for that. So every time someone's like they're struggling, I'm like, can I show you a quick law really quick, just right here in this section? And then they usually, you know, ask for that and are let go. So it's really sad.
Man.
They either get it or they have a new job. Depends on the employer. And I'm like, hey,
That sounds about right.
you got wrongfully fired. Can I show you another law really quick? This is a fun one.
Oh, it went up. It used to be $13,229, and they upped it to $14,398.
Oh. Huh.
So yeah, I always say that I'm evading taxes because I don't claim my Twitch income, but really I don't legally have to.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I claim mine because it gets me more back.
Yeah, because you can claim a lot.
Oh
You
yeah.
can put a lot of things on your taxes. As a
I
Twitch
put this
streamer.
$1,000 chair on there. I put my desk. I put my monitors. I put my whole PC on there. That shit was free, paid for.
That is very smart, yeah.
Every game I buy, I just claim it.
Right. Anything that technically can go towards streaming, I put on.
Not only that, I also claim the internet bill because that goes towards it.
Yeah, that's a
And-
business
Smart.
expense.
And a portion of the electric bill also goes towards it. And rent because it's a rented space.
yeah, you are renting your own workplace,
Mm-hmm.
using your own resources with electricity and internet.
Mhm.
Run it. It's true. Trips too. I mean, you can count them as a business trip. You going to TwitchCon is a business trip.
Actually,
Not
yes.
wrong.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I'm
It
using
is.
it for connections and networking.
Mhm.
Wink, wink, wonk, wonk.
You're actually
Or
not
bottles
wrong.
of
It is.
Yeah, no, that's what people told me, and I was like, "You're right." You know, technically, it is a business trip.
Maybe I should start claiming my income, my Twitch income.
Yeah, that's why if you start doing that and you really keep track of everything, usually expense of doing it gets you more back at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Not expense, the headache of doing it.
As long as I don't owe, that's like my biggest thing. I've never had to owe before.
No, me neither.
I have. It was like 50
Not yet,
bucks, and
though.
I was just like, all right,
Oh,
that ain't
Oh,
bad.
that's
Easy.
not bad. I know people who have owed like thousands of dollars because, like for example, my dad last year he got a severance package, and then he was getting paid for a year from his old company, but then he pretty much immediately got hired on by a different company, so he had 2 wages for pretty much a whole year. So it bumped him up a lot, and he was like 2 tax brackets up.
Mm.
And so he would have had to owe a lot, but he bought RRSPs, which is Registered Retirement Savings
Oh,
Plan.
mhm,
And
mhm.
when you buy that, it takes money off of your net income. So he bought enough so that he didn't have to owe anything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fun stuff, kids. If you're listening to this and you don't have to do taxes yet, oh my gosh. And then there's like, there's different bank accounts. Like there's like tax-free savings accounts and
Yes. Oh my god.
so many things.
Finances in the adult world is like
It's stressful.
a nightmare. It's great because you have adult money finally. But there's a lot that comes with adult money.
I haven't
You
even. I
know-
still live with my parents, and I'm already like, oh my god.
I know, yeah. I haven't even moved out yet, and I'm already like, fuck. I'm so screwed.
It's honestly not that bad once you get taxes done. Oh, wait. While we're here talking about the bank, yo, children out there. First off, stop listening. 18 only. Second, get back to the iPhone lines with you. Second, when you turn 18, get like, this is weird. Go to Amazon and sign up for their, like, buy something not super expensive, like 50 or 100 bucks. Sign up for their credit card. Get the Amazon credit card. Pay that off entirely immediately. And every time that you get gas, use the Amazon credit card to get gas and immediately pay it off. Your credit score will fucking just skyrocket when you do that.
Yeah.
So if you
that's
do that
smart.
at 18, by the time you're 21, your credit score will be about 700, 750.
I did this. I don't recommend using a corporate credit card though. I got a credit card directly from my bank. So I have a
That one
Visa credit
depends
card.
because depending on your bank, they could say no. Amazon won't say no. That's why I'm like, that's the
That's true.
easiest. And the interest on Amazon credit
Ah.
card is fixed.
There's
So
also Walmart credit cards too.
there's also Walmart.
Walmart has a credit card, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Most big companies have credit cards. Hudson's
Do you know what?
Bay
That's
has a credit
fair.
card.
Oh yeah, I have seen those. Right.
You
Okay.
You can get
yeah.
you can also get like an Air Miles credit card as well.
Jesus.
You just want the lowest APR, and
Mhm.
Amazon actually has the lowest fixed APR of any credit card you can get from a corporation. And the reason I say Amazon is because then you have that Amazon purchase you were going to make anyway. You have that, and they usually
Right.
take some off for you signing up for doing that.
Yeah.
So you technically get it cheaper. And then what?
Yeah.
Every time you use that credit card to buy anything off Amazon, you're getting their weird little rewards program. So you're technically getting Amazon credit back. Let's be real here. We're all buying shit off Amazon.
Yes.
Yeah, that was I actually when I got a credit card when I was 17. And my bank recommended it to me because they said you should start building credit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't build credit any other way. And it's really annoying because especially if you're like looking for your first apartment and you've never lived independently, so you don't have any bills that you've paid, but they want you to have good credit. But you can't because you have never paid bills before. So it's a really easy way to build your credit. That's exactly what I did. I would gas up once a week and I would use my credit card to gas up, and then before I even left the pump I would pay that same amount out of my checkings account, and my credit is great.
Yep.
Excellent.
That's the easiest
Hell
way to do
yeah.
it. Don't use it for like any big, like you don't be like, oh, I can use my credit card and get this new PC. Don't do that. That'll fuck you
Yeah.
over.
You
Only
don't wanna
use that
owe
credit
on your credit
card.
card.
Yeah. Only use that credit card for gas because that's something you can just pay off same day. If you cannot pay it off same day, don't use that credit card. It's not worth it. You'll get wrecked.
Honestly, just use the credit card as if it's just an extra step in using your money you have.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I only use it because I only have to. For the first year, I think I had to use it every once a month in order for it to stay active, and now it's every 6 months
Mm-hmm.
for it
Right.
to stay active. So I use it maybe once every couple of months, where I just remember, oh shit, I have to use my credit card because I don't use it for anything. So I'll just go gas up and then pay it off.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
my credit score is like, wow, you're so responsible with your money. And I'm like, thanks.
And so that way, when you're looking for your first apartment, your credit score is going to be like 750, 800. They'll be like, gotcha.
A lot of
Yeah,
mobile
you're
banking
good.
apps will also allow you to do soft credit check for free. Like, it's built into my mobile banking app where I can check my
I could
credit
do
at
that
any
too, yeah.
time without it hurting my credit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super nice. Online banking has been such a lifesaver.
Oh, it's so
Oh
nice.
my
And
god.
in Canada, we have e-transfer, and oh my god,
my baby girl.
fucking love e-transfer, dude.
E-transfer, I kiss them on the lips. Oh, it's
Imagine
so
having
good.
to use like Zelle or some shit to transfer money to somebody.
Right. I hate it. I hate it so much whenever I go down to America and my American friends are like, oh, hey, just cash at me. And I'm like, I don't
The fuck is Cash App?
don't have that.
We can't even download it in Canada. I tried once.
I know.
And it was like, no.
I tried because I was like, okay, maybe this will help whenever I go down, I can just send money easily. And I was like, I can't get it.
Yeah, the only way I've ever been able to transfer money to my, because I tried wire transferring before too, but it was a minimum of $100.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we just had to, and we ended up having to use PayPal, and I was like, why the fuck don't you guys have e-transfer?
I use
This is
PayPal.
so dumb.
Yeah, I know.
You can transfer from any bank anywhere in Canada to anybody. And
It's
it's
so
instant.
nice. Yeah. It's like it was the lifesaver of high school students.
Oh my gosh,
Someone
yes.
needs to pay the bill. Okay, everyone send me an e-transfer. I'll pay the whole bill. You guys cover the rest.
Yes.
And
Oh my
it's so
gosh.
nice. You
do
get to
that
do it like
all
all in
the
one dinner.
time. Yes.
Yeah. One person would front the bill, and then everyone would just e-transfer them, and they would slowly be like, "Okay, thank you, thanks for the money." And it was instant. It was so nice. I used to do it I still do it whenever I buy things off Marketplace or something. I'll just get the
Oh
person's
yeah, that's
e-transfer and just
super
send them the
big.
money.
Yeah. Well, I will say though, only e-transfer if you're buying something and you're getting it in person.
Yes.
You don't want to e-transfer if
Mm.
you're getting something shipped to you. You want to use PayPal because there's no buyer protection through e-transfer.
Hmm.
There's barely buyer protection in PayPal. What the fuck?
It's
That's
a lot
true.
better.
It's like, no,
PayPal,
stream elements. There
like,
we go.
90% of the time PayPal sides with the buyer, which can be really unfortunate if you're an artist, because I know artists that have been charged back when they completed the work.
Mm-hmm.
So don't forget, if you're an artist, in your terms of service, make sure you have a clause that says no refunds.
That doesn't always
Yeah.
save you.
I know, but it's something that it's like minimal protection that you should probably at least put in there.
Hmm.
What else is
What else?
getting a job sucks.
Jobs.
Oh,
Jobs suck.
Yeah.
Jobs suck.
Yeah, they do.
Jobs are tough. I've been through like the stepping stone of every single type of job format.
Uh-huh.
Customer service, food service, office work. Okay, not every kind, but all the ones that have to deal with people, which is a nightmare. I hate it. I hate it so much. I had one good food service job to offset the bad ones though, because I used to be a caterer. So I was like an upper class kind of like customer service, because I was paid to be there. So they had to be nice to me, which was very nice. Catering was great, but I also worked at like fast food and it was a nightmare. And I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, I'm not the person to deal with other people.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
going to lose it. I'm going to snap on them and then I get fired. So I have to leave.
Yeah, I worked at a drugstore for 3 months in high school, and I was like, no.
Mm,
Never again.
yeah.
My job now is a cleaning job, which I know some people hate cleaning and like, I mean it's not very glamorous, it's, scrubbing toilets. But we do
Mm.
it after hours and there's nobody else there and you get to do it on your own time because it's like you get any time after work hours or any time after 5 and you can go and just listen to music and just tune out and there's nobody else there and it's very relaxing.
Mm.
Yeah, that does sound really nice. That was kind of like I worked at Michael's for 3 years. But I did the like delivery, stock, inventory, all that. Like I covered everything, all the overnight shift stuff, which was great because I didn't usually have to deal with customers until like later into the years, like year 2, year 3, they started like making me go out on the floor more often and like deal with customers, which was not okay. I did not want to talk to those fucking creeps. God, Michael employees are the worst. Crafters are fucking sick. I hate them. Um, I chose that job because it was like overnight and it was supposed to be just inventory and I could listen to music and I could just zone out. There's other people working there, but we all worked in different aisles. So it like separate. Which was great. And then yeah, later on, like I said, year 2, year 3, they started pushing me out to like open hours and I had to start dealing with customers. And I was like, I can't.
Get
There's a
me outta
reason I
here.
chose this job, and you are now putting me directly in the reason that or you're putting me in the reason why I would not choose this job. So why did you do this? Get me out of here. I don't want to deal with another fucking yarn lady.
Yarn
Oh,
lady. Like an
yarn
SCP.
ladies are
Those
literally the
fucking yarn
worst.
ladies, bro.
They would like stand outside the door like demons waiting for the doors to open.
Oh, I
Like
hate
it's an
people.
hour early. Why are you standing here? Like why are you awake?
It's
Go to
always the
sleep.
retirees, dude. They're like there right like before the store opens. It's
That's insane.
7 a.m. on a Tuesday. Can you go away?
Like, do you
I'm
have nothing
sorry
else?
you don't have family anymore, or they just don't care about you. But trust me, we don't care about you either. Just go, Susan.
Right. Like go back to sleep or something. I don't know, nap.
I know you don't want to
Go do
sleep
something
your
else.
last 2 years of life away, but we don't want you here either, so.
Yeah, so do that or do something else. And then yeah, they would just stand there staring too, because I always like stocked up the front of the store a bunch. Because that was my kind of section. So I would always get people fucking just staring at me work for like an hour, and I'm like, get away!
That's
Go
always
away!
awkward.
I'm not a fucking zoo. What? Stop looking at me. I hated that shit.
I have worked a lot of jobs, and retail was the worst.
Mhm.
Because
Oh,
I had the
absolutely.
same fucking thing. Now, you know how many people, like in the store doing something, we're not even open, they like knock on the door, and I'm like pointing at the hours, and there's like, but I want in. I was like,
I'm like, well, too bad.
Too bad.
my favorite thing was one time I like, because they go up to the door was always unlocked, so I could like push it open, walk in, push it closed. Somebody saw me do that, and I reached over, clocked in. I looked back as I heard the door sliding open, so I was trying to pry it open. I was like, "Oh, we're not open." I was like, "Oh, I can just come in real quick." I was like, "Hang on, let me get the door for
What?
you." I was like, "Let me get the door for you," and they stepped back, and I pushed it closed and turned the lock and walked away.
That's the right thing to do.
That's the right thing to do. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, when it was like Christmas season or any sort of holiday season, people would be like clawing the door open.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would be standing there just waiting and like would grab it and help it open. I'm like, don't touch the door. This is not your door to touch. I will shut this bitch on your fingers if you touch this again, and you're not getting in this store. I hated it. Oh my god.
That's why I enjoyed
hate
the
it
warehouse
too
work.
when if you're like you open the 2 minutes late and there'll be somebody waiting and you'll open the door and they'll be like, you're late.
Oh, I hate that.
Bitch, I was
it's
fucking
about time or something stupid like
yeah,
that.
I was like facing the store. Leave me alone, dude. I make
Mhm.
minimum wage. Shut the fuck up.
Right. Like I tell this to someone who cares. Also, you care way too much because you were here earlier than the store opened for some reason. So like that's on you actually.
I got in trouble for saying that once. I got paid minimum wage, and you're asking me for like 15 an hour. I'm sorry. I'll get my manager. They're like, did you tell them how much
Right.
you made? And I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I sure as hell did.
I told them I'm not paid enough
It's
to
so
deal with them.
ridiculous. It's so true, though. I don't know. I hate it. If they're going to tell us the customer is always right, then they should also give us the excuse that we're not paid enough. I know they don't like it, but it's
Yeah, you hit them with the sorry, this is above my pay grade.
right. Like I don't have to deal with this. I shouldn't have to deal with this actually. So
I
see
did that
you.
a lot. I also did we have the right to refuse service. I was like, they're like, no, you have to serve the customer. And I
Oh.
said, no, I have the right to refuse service. If you want to get my manager,
Yeah.
they can decide to serve you, but I'm no longer going
Mhm.
to deal with you. And I would walk
Yeah.
away and they get my manager would be like, you can't do that. I was like, no, it actually says in the policy, it says the individual can reserve the right to refuse service. You cannot make me help somebody if I say no.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's true.
yeah, I was just like, I'll fucking sue you right here and now.
Yeah, make me do
Yes.
this, and this is a deeper issue, bitch.
I don't know what it's like because labor policies do vary per province and per state, but
Mhm.
Mhm.
where I am in good old Berta, it's like you have the legal right to refuse unsafe work.
Mhm.
Yeah, same here.
It was the same.
So
here.
like if you're boss, I think that's pretty much universal, but I feel like bosses kind of disregard that, especially in like any type of machinist job or like
Oh yeah.
any industry where you are in a high risk, high hazard place.
Yes.
Don't
Warehouse
do
work.
things
Yeah.
that can put your life in danger, and don't
Yeah.
let your bosses threaten you because it is literally illegal for them to force you to do that job.
No,
And you
hang
can sue
on.
the fuck out of them.
Hang on. Let's refine that a bit. Because life in danger, everyone's gonna be like, no. Let me really narrow this down for you. And for an example, say you're working at an auto parts warehouse. You know, one where their motto may be get in the zone, they can get fucked instead, kind of thing. If you are new and you're worried because they're like, you gotta make time, gotta make hours, they can't actually fire you for that until after about a year. So please keep in the States, keep that in mind because nobody comes into a job perfect. Your manager may tell you that, but the second you put your back into anything, lift with your fucking legs instead. Take your time.
Please, yes.
As somebody who worked a
like-
warehouse job and my manager followed me like, you gotta go. I broke my back like really going. And then one day I stopped because somebody was just like, I remember this too. Good old, I'm not gonna say his name. I remember because I was sweating, I was dying. He saw me like how I was picking up heavy stuff. This dude swung around, danced around my equipment like Michael Jackson. He put his hand on my shoulder. His exact words were, baby, they can't fire you. You're new. Take your time. Put it in your legs. Because once you got the thigh strength and you started doing, he did too. He moonwalked away. He's like, it's all easy. And then he just did the worm and it was done. I will never forget him because, oh my God, I've never met a weirder dude who could lift 80 pounds in each hand and dance away.
Jesus. What a guardian angel. It's true. Once again, in my job of like inventory and stock, I had to unload the truck a bunch with heavy boxes. And they would always try to rush me, but I would take my time. One, because I had to unload a whole trailer of boxes, like a whole truck trailer by myself, which is so exhausting.
Mhm.
And two, there's a lot of heavy boxes on the floor level or below. Like I have to squat down to pick them up. So always the legs. I remember seeing videos on that, thankfully. I mean, after a while, like I would have probably picked it up no matter what, but I saw videos on it when I was growing up of like, if you ever work in a labor-intensive job or warehouse or anything like that, please lift with your legs and not your back because you are going to destroy your back.
Remember,
or throw your back out or anything.
The best, same guy too, because we had to clear the pallets when we were done. How I was lifting the pallets, he
Yes.
came up and went, hey, they can buy a new pallet. You can't buy a new back. You just, if you have to lift that safely and it breaks or something breaks, they can buy another one. They can't afford another you.
Yeah.
Or
It's
no,
true.
you
It's
can't
really
afford
true.
another
Yeah,
you.
they can afford another you. You
You
can't.
you can't afford another you. So don't worry about like putting your body at risk, even if it's just like, oh, well, I'm just lifting. Yeah, but take your time and lift correctly. What are they going to do? It's like, hey, you moved a little bit slower. Your exact response, and this is the hack right here, I am doing the fastest job I can, the safest way I know how. If they say anything there, oh, you want me to be unsafe?
Yeah, it's true. It's really true. That's why I did it. They would yell at me to go faster, and I'm like, I will not, because I'm hurting, and unless one of you bitches want to get on this truck and help me unload, I'm gonna take it at my pace. Thank you very much.
For fucking
Yeah,
real.
If
it's
my
true.
boss ever told me to hurry up, I'd be like, I'm going on my lunch break.
Bro, the amount of times they told me to hurry up on that truck, and I was like, I have job security, so I can't say something to them. But I didn't because I was just too tired. But like, I don't know. It was so tempting every time they said that to be like, go fuck yourself. Help me or die. Something crazy. Just pop, because I was like sweating. I was exhausted. It was like also like 3 a.m. It was originally, okay, our truck time used to be 3 a.m. So it would be like my shifts when it was truck day would be, I'd wake up at like 2, go to work at 3, unload a truck immediately, and then deal with that stock later. But then our trucks eventually moved to 12 a.m., which means I had to work just a pure overnight shift. And sometimes they would schedule me on 12-hour overnight shifts. So it'd be
Bro.
12 till 12, and I unload a truck. And some of those days, I almost lost my job. Because it would be like Christmas time where I'm unloading like millions of Christmas trees by myself. And they're like, come on, Arva, gotta hurry up. We need this truck out of here. And I'm like, bite my tongue, bite my tongue, bite my tongue. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just keep unloading. Put the rage into the boxes. Because, oh my God, brutal. I hated those bitches. My Michael's managers were the worst. That's another thing about growing up. The older I get, the more I just like fucking hate some managers and want to stand up against them, which is good in some cases.
Tolerance for people as you get older definitely dwindles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
In this situation,
God.
specifically managers, but in general, I just don't test me, bitch.
I
Like when I was
have
younger, whatever, but now don't.
Oh yeah, when I was younger, I was very like timid and I didn't want to cause trouble. But like, I will fuck a bitch up now.
Mm.
Like, I don't care anymore. The world's dying. I
Right.
I don't care. I will fisticuffs with you, bro.
for fucking real. I don't remember. Did I tell however many weeks ago? Did I tell the story of like Easter?
You have to be more specific.
This last Easter when I had to deal with Adrian's cousin's bullshit.
I can't remember.
I can't
You're
remember. I
asking the
think
wrong
maybe
person.
you
Because
might have.
that's
Were
like
you guys almost gonna throw down?
no, well, I was, but so you know what, fuck it, I'll recap it. If I already told the story, guess what? You get a recap. Because what you say, little patience for people, I have no fucking patience left for like immaturity. And this girl is what's the nicest way to say this? A fucking bitch who sees herself as the center of everybody else's world.
Ugh.
That's
Main
the
character
nicest way.
syndrome.
Yes, that's what everyone says. She has such main character syndrome. Like, because we were driving out somewhere because you know they wanted to go fucking ghost hunting and shit. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go make sure y'all don't get stabbed because you're more likely to get stabbed by a homeless dude at this point. And on the way there, because it was a 7-seater, if you're in a 7-seater car, those last 2 seats are you can fit 7 people, not comfortably. Like you can fit the people in the front, the middle, and the back seats, you know, for like the kids who don't have legs, kind of thing.
Yes.
But you know, the 2 girls are in the back and complaining the whole fucking time, and then you know, on the way back, like, all right, you're gonna get in the back. I was like, what? Is it? I'm over 6 feet tall. You're like 5'4". I can't fit in the back. No. We had to ride in the back on the way here, so you have to ride back. You know, there. I was like, yo, where my dick gonna go? Where my balls gonna go? I can't fold my legs. You got nothing there. You can like turn your legs a little bit. I can't. I have equipment that can't like flatten like fucking paper. What's gonna happen here? I actually said, where's my dick gonna go? But I had to be nice just a little bit because like this is my first time like technically meeting you. I'll be a little bit nice. So I laid in the back seat, and Adrian had to lay on top of me. And that's how we drove back. And when they were going back, because the seat couldn't go back all the way because I'm a large man, and she got in like, well, this seat wasn't this far up when we were back there.
Oh my
Oh my
God, she
God.
does sound
And I was
miserable.
just like, yo, I know you're like the least interesting person in the fucking world. Stop trying to make that my problem. Just close your mouth.
Yeah.
And then when we got
Right.
home, my very first instinct, I got home, we got in, I just went, I grabbed an edible, I took it, I was like, my fucking legs hurt, I'm gonna chill. And she's like, no, you can't do edibles because when people get high around me, it makes me relive my trauma. And I was like, what's your trauma? She goes, one time, people got high and they didn't talk to me for the rest of the night.
What?
And I was like,
Oh my
yo,
God.
yo, that's like the most blissful thing ever. I'm gonna take another one. Hold up.
Wait, that sounds great. Sign me up.
And we all got high except for her, and she was pouting the whole fucking time.
God, I could not.
And then when
I
she
couldn't deal with
left,
that.
she left complaining. She didn't really say bye. I said bye to like the other one, other cousin. She's great. I love her. She's so sassy and fun.
Mm.
Sister, on the other hand, she left without saying bye to anyone. I was just like, you know, next time I see her, I'm just gonna rip her an entire new asshole for this. Like, you don't come into my house and be this big a bitch.
Right.
Like, that was a guest.
That's a lot of audacity. I don't get anyone who's a guest who thinks they can act like that.
No, because when people
Like,
get
okay,
high, they
you wanna
don't
walk
talk
home?
to me. That's so traumatic for me. Wow.
Maybe
sober,
nobody
I don't
wants
wanna talk to you.
I had to stop myself because I literally said, fuck, maybe if you had a personality, people would like to be around you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to hold myself back.
And what I hear, because they play D&D together, what I hear during their D&D games is she plays a rogue who only uses a bow because she doesn't want to get her character too close. And then she complains whenever they don't do immediately what she wants. She just randomly wants to go kill people, like in a town. And when they're like, hey, you're on your own, she'll throw a fit and refuse to help anyone else for the rest of the session if they don't immediately do what she says.
Oh,
It's like, I had
It's
a...
not your character, dude.
I know. I had a whole
Right.
thing of like, yo, bitch, you ain't even the main character in your own life. You're barely an NPC who has 2 lines of dialogue. Sit quietly and wait for somebody else to come give you attention.
please. I would definitely end up saying those things because fuck, I can't.
I get to say it
It's
next
so
time because
annoying.
I specifically said, yo, if she thinks she invited herself. That was the thing. She sent a message saying, we'll be up there. We're going to stay for a few days. Like, that's the message we got. And evidently she does this all the time. Like, she gave us a little bit in advance, but normal. From what I heard, because this is my first year dealing with it, right here, sometimes she'll just send the message the day before. And I said, yo, if she does that, she ain't sleeping here. I'll keep that door
Yeah.
locked.
Mm.
She wants in. What bill's she going to pay to stay here?
Right.
You did not tell
She
me
can
the story.
choose.
I feel like you definitely. I would have remembered this.
Oh,
No, I
this is an
don't. This is
entire
different
fucking...
then.
That's just the Cliff Notes. There's more. There's a lot fucking more that goes on with this. I don't
doubt that with the person that she
Ugh.
is.
It was Easter. And oh my fucking God, there's an entire thing. My favorite, because when they were doing the seating arrangements in the car, this is what made me like snap and say, fuck it, I'm just getting in the back. I'm too tired for this shit. Because we'd been gone all day. This was like a 15-hour day already. I was tired.
Mm.
And when, because Adrian was like, well, I'm small and she's small, so we can get in the back. And then you and she brought her like roommate with her. It's like you and her, and then the other cousin can all sit in the middle because y'all are a little bit taller, which made sense to me. Send the 5'4" and below people in the very back, and let the
Yeah.
5'6" to 6'+ people sit in the middle, right? No, my roommate can't do that because I don't want her sitting next to somebody she doesn't know.
What?
Then
This-
why bring her?
This bitch is staying in my fucking house. Go get fucked and get a personality.
Right.
God,
That's
what the
crazy.
fuck? Why are you made of like the cheapest glass you can get at Dollar General?
Oh, that's a nightmare. I hate that. That's
That's
so.
that'll be a story for another time then, because I'll save the entire story of that fun little
Mm,
trip next time. Anyway, no patience. After that, I'm nice. I'm cordial when we first meet, and I give everybody one chance.
yes.
But the second that chance is done, I have zero patience for, like, I have no patience. I will only be mean to her from now on. And what gets me is she's like 21 and she goes and complains to her mom that they're being mean to me. And then she makes her mom call Adrian's dad. What I love
Oh,
about
Oh my
Adrian's dad is,
god.
that fucking sucks. And he just hangs up.
good.
Like, they're adults. I don't give a shit.
Right. Because this is insane. You're 21 acting like this.
21, her mom's like, what, 50 something? 40 something?
Mm.
And she's gonna make her call and be like, "Well, you need to be nicer to my daughter." It's like, no, I
Oh my
fucking do not.
god. That's a Karen for sure.
Oh yeah, it's like a Karen and her little fucking Susan child, definitely.
I can't wait. That woman is gonna have kids, and oh my gosh,
Oh,
she's gonna be a Karen.
it's so awful because apparently, like, her mom and dad, they bought her a car and they pay all her insurance and bills. The only thing she has to pay is like $400 or $500 in rent. That's it. Every other bill is paid for. And all I can think, I want to tell her, it's like, yo, once mommy and daddy are gone, reality is going to bitch slap you harder than like a fucking cinder block to the head.
Yeah.
When all of a sudden you have so many more bills and your little part time job at a vet clinic ain't going to cover half of them.
Yeah. Oh my god. So she's just the worst. That's what I'm hearing. She's just the worst ever.
It's that
Just the worst.
personality. It's now the point I hit that personality. I stop immediately. It's like, I'm no longer nice to you. And I will
Mhm.
never be nice to you again. Because I know that personality never grows out of it.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's just who you are for life.
That's what I've learned with funny enough, being on Twitch is like with all the setting your boundaries and everything, it's like my one and done chance and my patience have been lowered quite a bit, which is good. It's good because people sometimes need you to be just done
You
with
gotta
them.
learn how to say no. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes people need you to say no or like set them back onto earth, get their ego down a little bit.
Yeah.
I've had
And
to learn how to do that a lot because damn.
you got to give them the little verbal bitch slap, the little reality check.
Right.
And depending on how they act, they either A, like fully just, oh, fuck you, and then stay in delusion. B, I've seen people go like, well, that's not fair. It's like, your own family can't tolerate you. Like, go fucking ask them, see what response they get. And that breaks them even more, but they still don't change. The one time, there's only one person who's just like, I had no idea that I was doing that, and they tried to change. I'm like, at least you're trying, but I still don't
Wow.
really want to be around you,
Yeah, understandable.
Like, I've already dealt with you. Like, I can understand maybe in the future, but at the moment, I just don't want to.
Yeah, I wish you the best, but I can't. I wish you the best, but I'll see you maybe later. Maybe when you're better. If you are, if you're not, then I'll never see you again.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anyway,
Mm,
all that to say, the
Uh,
older you get, the less patience you have.
Yeah. Don't.
yeah.
The moral of the story is for all of you that are, I don't know, young, below the age of 16 probably.
Ew.
Just
Yeah.
don't be in such a hurry to grow up, man. I know
Yeah.
everybody wants to be an adult and they don't want to be a kid anymore and they don't want to be treated like a kid and you just want to be an adult and be free and get to do whatever you want, except you don't get to do whatever you want. You have responsibilities and they
Yep.
suck. The world is a shithole right now. Nothing is affordable.
Nope.
Everything is too expensive. You won't be able to do anything when you hit adulthood, and you'll have to work a shit job that you hate. And it's not as fun as you think it is. So don't. We literally reminisce on the days when we got to, go outside and play
Oh
recess.
hell
And
yeah.
the days where,
Yeah.
like it was Christmas, break was coming up, and it was the last day of school, so like you didn't have class, so you just like make gingerbread houses and watch Charlie Brown Christmas and
I miss it. I miss like
miss it.
the pure joy of like Christmas as a kid, where
Life is
it was
less
so
colorful
magical.
as an
Yeah,
adult.
it for sure is. Like even I don't know, it really is. It's dull. It's dull. You can make the most of it for sure. I don't want to sound like a big downer, but like life dulls down a lot when you
It
become an
does.
adult.
Like you may think, oh, I'm just gonna have all this money. No, you won't. Oh, I'm gonna have all the fun. No, you won't. You're gonna go to work. You're gonna
No.
be too tired after work to do anything. And your days
Yep.
off, you're gonna have to do dishes and clean your house.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, if you are 18 or above listening to this, grow the fuck up and get off your goddamn high horse. You are not more important than anyone else. Go fuck yourself, Cecily. Anyway.
We hate that.
Oh,
bitch.
I had to get that out. Yeah. If you're 18 and you think, I'll give you this. 18 to about 20. Take about 2 years. If
Yes.
you take 2
Mhm.
years, do everything affordable. Don't get yourself in debt. Don't get yourself in trouble. But like, if your bills are still kind of covered, get a part-time job. Just work
Yeah.
3-4 days a week. Have some spending money. Put some away, but just like have a little fun for a couple of years. And then after that, hey, grow up, get a real job.
Right. Welcome
'Cause
to adulthood.
you can still have fun, but your idea of fun changes a lot.
Hmm.
My idea of fun back in the day used to be, hell yeah, I'm going to go to this concert, then we're going to go to the party afterwards. Yeah, we're going to, hang out with these people. Oh, we're going to get high. Now I'm like, yo, I can just like turn the Roomba on and just watch TV for a few hours. This is the
It's the
goddamn
little
best.
things.
This is the life.
Like, I don't have to go shopping. The dishes are done. The Roomba's taking care of the floor. The dog's walked. Everyone's fed. We have like dinner made.
Yeah.
Lunch is already ready for tomorrow.
The stars have aligned, and I get some TV time. It's true. It's very true. I find a lot of joy and fun in very interesting and different things than I did when I was younger. One of them is also like I love window shopping, like furniture and interior design and all that stuff, and like planning out rooms in my head and like utensils and kitchen utensils and stuff get me so excited. And
Oh, yeah.
appliances. It sounds so like stereotypical because every adult's like, yeah, when you turn to an adult, you're gonna like appliances and stuff, but like you actually do.
You
Like
do.
seeing new appliances and stuff, it's so nice. You're like, oh, that'd be really nice. Air fryers are amazing. Oh my god.
Dude, getting to go
Yes.
to like get a new potted plant or something.
Yes.
You're just like, I'm so excited.
It's so joyful. Walking around IKEA and like looking at all the furniture and being like,
Oh,
ooh.
I love
That's like the adult,
IKEA.
that's the adult like toy store now. Like Toys R Us when we're a kid is now
Oh, yeah.
IKEA when we're an
Yeah,
adult.
absolutely.
I'm trying to
So
think.
yeah.
Trips to
definitely
Target,
shifts.
by the way. I used to
Oh, we
make
don't
fun
have
of it.
Target.
Okay, like
Mm.
anyone in the US, trips to Target, you may make fun of it now. Yo, when you get to like go to Target and just like you got the one thing you need and you just kind of wander. I used to like wonder, why the fuck are you here? You're not even like shopping for anything. Looking at all the new appliances. Looking at like,
Mm.
oh, I don't really need like this pressure cooker, but man, I can make like a good potato soup in this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. I got
Every
excited
once in a
because
while, when you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's.
Home Depot used to be
yeah,
fun.
I love the smell of Home Depot.
Yes.
Oh my god.
The only reason I say used to on that one is because I had to go back there like 8 times in 1 month. And I was like, I like it here, trust me, but I would like to come in here and not be like, we drove, 15 minutes, come home. 15 minutes back up there, come home. Oh, wait, hang on, we need the other pipe. 15 minutes back up there, come home. Now we need a shelf, 15 minutes. Oh, fuck, we forgot the primer. Go back up there. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I had a lot of Home Depot trips growing up. So I feel that because it would be the same thing. You'd go to get one thing and then come back to get another, and then you forgot one other thing, and but this is the wrong one, so we have to get another one because I want to finish this today.
Any type of like construction project or like we do our own renovations in my house. So
Mhm.
once you get started, you realize that you've forgotten so many things.
Right.
And then like
you never have
you'll-
everything.
Measure twice, cut once, my friends.
Yes, that was what I was taught.
Oh, that's also good bit of advice. You can't prepare for everything. Never think you can. You just have to get really good at on the fly. Just roll with it.
Yes, roll the punches, improv, any of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're good at coming up with shit as you go along. Because let me tell you, absolutely nothing goes right in adult life.
No.
And always, there's going to be always a curveball. Oh, fucking always going to be a curveball. So you always got to be ready.
That's way too true.
Life comes out with fists a lot of the time.
You really
So
do,
you gotta
though.
have either fists back or a shield or something. You gotta have some sort of plan.
You got to be flexible. That's the important thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Sometimes things won't work out and you can't be stubborn with it because you gotta just move on and
It's not even
do something
sometimes,
else
it's
about it.
most times.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to sit there and be
Yeah.
like, this is going to be my day today. And then, whoops, you got a flat tire. Or, whoops, you slept in a little too late. Now your day is going to be off. So you're not going to be able to stop by that one store. You're not going to be able to go and get your coffee that
Yeah.
morning. Well, you ran late, so you tried to hurry and you forgot these things. So now you're not going to be able to make what you had planned for dinner.
Mhm,
You just
mhm.
keep going. Don't let it like
Yeah.
throw you off. You literally improvise, improve, adapt. It's the point now where I'm like, fuck, we forgot that. So anyway, I guess we're having ravioli tonight instead.
Yeah. Well, okay, that we'll say that for another time then. Don't worry. They'll have its time to shine.
Exactly.
I'm still learning this. I'm always just one bad thing away from an emotional breakdown.
It
Like,
depends on the day for me.
honestly, like literally, if I like buy something and it's the wrong size, I will just cry. I can't, man. I'm just like, I can't do this anymore.
That
It
happened.
100% depends on the day for me. If I'm having a good day, it's fine. If something like that happens, I can just move on. But if it's a bad day, I would be like, oh my God, I want to stop breathing forever.
Yeah, just put me under, bro.
Yo, that happened to me because it was when I moved in here and I actually ordered new shoes. It's like, I really like these ones, but I can't find them anywhere. I'll just order them.
Oh,
And
no, you can't order shoes without trying them on, bro.
but it was the exact same shoes. Like, I had the same pair, and I was like, I just want the exact same
Oh,
pair because I
okay.
really
That's
like
fair, that's
these.
fair, yeah.
Like, I don't want to go get a new brand because these are comfy. They work for what so I ordered them, and I kind of remember they showed up. I was like, cool. I didn't open them because I was like, well, I'm not going anywhere today. I just like stayed and I worked around the house kind of thing.
Mm.
And it was a really shit day of working around the house when we first move into a new place. There's like a lot to do and assemble. It was still in that first crazy period. Remember the moving story? It was still in that period. Just a
Right.
little bit after, where everything was semi settled down. It was really just like IKEA dressers and stuff, and a bidet.
Mhm.
The bidet was a bitch to set up, but we get that set up. And I open the box, and it's like, yeah, these look like shoes. They're a size smaller than what I ordered. I'm just like, oh, that's cool. I just put them back in the boxes, like, and tape. We're good. I'm not going anywhere for a couple days.
Mm.
You just roll with it.
It's true.
Meanwhile, Farrah gets the
That's
size of
true.
shoes too small. She's just like opening the fucking matchbox, like it's all gonna burn down now.
I'm one bad thing away from. But you know what? Actually, this is maybe how I was a year ago. Now, I think I am so numb that literally it's like I've had just so many things happening, and it was like, oh, you didn't get into graduate school, and I was like, okay.
Okay. What's
I
next?
don't care anymore. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm just so over it. Or like I scraped somebody in a parking lot, and I was like, I don't care. I just can't. I
Not
can't.
today.
I just can't anymore.
This is for another day. We'll deal with that when we get there. That was last year for me. That was like my breaking point. Because before then I was still okay with rolling with the punches, but a lot of the time I did get like super stressed and like just break down. But last year was just like a constant, like the second half of last year was like a constant no breaks ass whooping. Like it just was downhill and downhill and down, just over and over and over again. And so yeah, I got to a point where I was just numb to it. And I was like, all right, so tomorrow something bad's gonna happen, and the next day something bad's gonna happen, but it's okay because I'm gonna counter it with something else and it'll be okay. It wasn't okay, but you know what? I made it.
There you go.
I made it next year, and I'm a little number than before.
Sadly, that's just what it is. You kind of get
Sadly, it's just what it is. You guys just gotta roll the punches.
like, unless it's something devastating, it's one of those. The small things don't bother me anymore, like at
Yeah.
all. I had my pants like rip right on the crotch the other day while I was at a store, and all I was like, "Oh, that's a gift for everybody else now," and I just kept going.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it.
Nope.
We'll deal with that later.
Got home, sewed it up. It's like, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I split my pants once in high school. I was in a cipher circle dancing, so I was in the middle dancing, and I did the Russian kick thing or something that got me onto the floor and just pop crotch open. And yeah, I still had to go to school. Like that was like for lunchtime ish, so I still had to go to school after that, and I was like, oh well, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna see it, but I'll fix it when I get home. Or get rid of the pants, put it the other, whatever. People will laugh. It'll brighten some people's day at least.
Exactly.
I know I laughed.
You can't control everything.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of good
You
advice.
can't control anything.
No.
You can control how you
It's
react
all
to it.
chaos.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a good way to put it. You can't control anything but the way you react to the situation
Yeah.
or anything you're presented.
You can control yourself. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
situation may like explode. You don't have to explode with it.
Yeah, because that'll only make things worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why I just laugh at everything. They think I'm fucking
That's what it
insane.
is. That's why my coping mechanism is just humor and laughing because it is the best. And people think I'm crazy for it, so they leave me alone too. It's 2 wins.
Cut my knee open on the counter. Oh, I'm fucking giggling as I'm getting a band-aid at this point.
Passed out and concern everyone. Just maniacally laugh afterwards.
Oh yeah, I wake up like my head hurt.
What happened? Just giggles a little bit.
Like, oh shit, man, you don't believe these dragons I just saw.
Wow.
Adulthood's a shit show.
It really is.
Adulthood is a shit show. Anyone joining us in adulthood soon? Or is in adulthood and
God, good luck.
before us, beyond us? Good luck. And
Godspeed.
you've got this. You might not feel like you got this. None of us feel like we got this.
If you're 21
That
years
means
old
we're
and
in
you
this together.
if you're 21 years old and you feel like you got this and you're so confident in everybody else's life, grow the fuck up.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
it's still so fucking angry about it anyway. Ah.
It's valid. They sound like a nightmare of a person. That's why anyone like that in my family, I've just cut off. They're gone. They're dead to me.
This is my next topic, I swear to fucking God.
Hell yeah. Wow, with that, actually, the point system kind of worked. One of the words was never said, which I was figuring might happen. But I added one word, and one of the words was actually one of the ones I added from the beginning, so it did work. But one of the words was kid. So I thought that maybe kids would come up, and they did. Because I don't know, I feel like that's always a topic that comes up with growing up, is talking about kids or having kids or something.
Fuck kids.
Back to the
Fuck kids,
iPhone
one or the other.
minds.
Right. The other word I had was technology. I was going to see if that was like a 2-pointer. Like if anyone said that, they would get 2 points for it, because that was like a word that I wasn't sure anyone would say, but I thought it could come up with like people talking about growing up with technology or the development of it or something. Didn't come up actually. So a few people use like I think Westy said mechanisms a few times and electronics, and I was like, I kind of want to count that, but I didn't. And then I added wage like halfway through, because I was like, okay, neither of these are being said, so I'm gonna add wage because we were talking about jobs, and I was like, okay, this could bring it up a little bit. But with that, Farrah actually won. It was
Let's go!
5-2.
Let's go.
Farrah won because she said kid a lot. I think you said kid like 4 or 5 times.
Damn it.
4 times, I think.
I wanted
you said-
life lessons.
Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
Fuck them kids. Don't have kids. Don't do it.
Don't have kids.
No.
No.
Vasectomies are cheap. The recovery time is 2 weeks.
Yeah. There you
It's not
go.
worth it.
There's another
bro.
piece of advice.
It's
Your insurance will
Or just
actually
be gay.
cover it. For real.
Yeah. I'm gay. I don't even. I could just like not have kids. Also, yeah, winter speech from Farah for winning about.
I would
growing
like
up.
to thank my back pain, and my parents for letting me live with them, and Michael's.
Right.
That's it.
I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. Fuck Michaels.
Fuck Michael.
Fuck Michaels. And Westy, loser speech.
I would personally like to blame Cecily for all of her bullshit that transpired that day. And even though it was technically her birthday, her sister Sam is a much better individual because Sam picked a fucking vanilla like ice cream cake that was delicious, where Cecily picked a chocolate cake with chocolate filling. Why are you gonna be eating my cake? Because it's fucking basic like you, bitch.
I love this. I'm here for the slander.
Woo!
Good
Damn.
loser speech. Good loser speech.
Lose shit.
Wow. Thank you for joining. I might do a few more of these too, just with different topics and have like a word that just, or a few words. Maybe I'll do 3 words next time because I think that might have a better chance of being said. 1 really hard word and 2 words that are more common to the topic we're talking about because I think that worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for doing this. I had a good time about I'm more complaining about getting old, but you know, we talked also a few times. If you're new here to the podcast or returning, yeah, it is. Unlike my body that's numb and dying and my brain that's numb and painful.
Yeah.
Too fucking real.
If you're new to the podcast or returning listener, thank you for joining. I'm Arva. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Arva. On Twitter at Arva_69. I'm joined by Westy, who is Westy HCC on both Twitter and Twitch now, on all platforms actually. So just look that up on any platform, you'll probably find him.
Yeah.
Unless it's some really obscure platform. Well, maybe you will, because I've been found from some weird websites.
Yeah, I mean, depending on which, Twitch you go to, either the purple Twitch or the blue Twitch, I'm sure you can find me.
Yeah, you'll find your way around. And also Farah, which is Farah the Bat on Twitch and Farah Silvertail on Twitter.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for
baby.
listening. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.